Me salon fambul dem una do this na Alpha Saidu Bangura. They bring to una another edition of Kapu Sense, not Kapu Word. Today, Monday, the 23rd of March, 2015. I dey talk to civil society groups then a salon. That's na groups the way government and no depend, and then the Fed hard for seek the interest of the people of Sierra Leone. Then civil society groups and they include professional bodies like the Sierra Leone Bar Association, the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, the Sierra Leone Medical and Dental Association, and also trade union group them like the Sierra Leone Labour Congress, the Sierra Leone Teachers Union, the Petty Traders Association, women's group, and youth groups them. I want to remind them of the important role where they've been play for bring democracy can to Sierra Leone. And I want to show them sufficient reasons why at this crucial moment, the need for stand up for sustain the democracy where them be fought for. On the 29th of April 1992, a group of military men been seized political power and then been formed waiting them be they call the National Provisional Ruling Council, NPRC. 2 years after that, towards the end of 1994, now in the NPRC clearly manifested its inability for to pretend the affairs of Sierra Leone efficiently. Therefore, civil society groups then become together, then galvanize sufficient support and engage NPRC for make the Sojaman and go see reason why then for hand over the country back to constitutional rule. The soldier themselves na NPRC got me church the act, then been called a meeting of all the representatives of the people of Sierra Leone. Then we call them groups there na Bintumani Hotel in what in them they call a consultative conference for make people and go engage how for map out the democratic process. They be even called 2 of them conferences then they where they be labeled Bintumani 1 and Bintumani 2. I tell God thank you, I've been getting the privilege for participate in both conferences na Bintumani. At the end of them conferences, then the people of Sierra Leone been getting right as per their own constitution when Act number 6 of 1991 for pick their own leaders them. And in 1996, them been pick Alhaji Ahmad Tijan Kaba by democratic principles for run the country. Alhaji Ahmad Tijan Kaba, may God sorry for outside Iledom, he be run the country for 2 terms where the constitution get a right for do. After then 2 terms, then they, when you term done, the people of Sierra Leone been then elect President Ernest Bai Koroma for can run the country. But one mistake where we the people of Sierra Leone be make, now that we not been check President Ernest Bai Koroma in record we get within the APC way in the head. Because if we been check that record, we know say President Ernest Koroma get a record of not respecting the constitution of the APC. Now that make after the 2002 elections, where in na been flag bearer for the APC, some very senior members them we don't at the APC for a long time. People like Mr. Mohamed El Bangura, Ambassador Eddie Touré, and the late lawyer Abdul Seri Kamal. May God give him good road, let God sorry for an grave. They been take President Ernest Koroma then can't go court because the methods by which it became the APC then flag bearer in 2002 not been correct. It not been followed the APC the 1995 constitution. That case they in a court for over 4 years, and during that period the court been give 2 major rulings against President Ernest Bai Koroma. For meet up the 2007 elections, now APC then force the complainants, that are the people that will be carry the case go court, for me then go pull the case na court with the agreement that the party go can talk the case to themselves. Today they not talk that case day. Now then we been failed for realize say President Ernest Koroma not to pursue elect for follow constitution. We take the country in 2007, we hand them over to him. Now, it don't can throw we into a big constitutional crisis. On the 17th of March 2015, President Ernest Bai Koroma been fired the vice president where we been pick His Excellency Alhaji Abubakar Samsumana. In a press release where President Ernest Koroma put, he been cite some provisions in the Constitution, some section the way he say give the right for let sack with vice president. But we sober-minded lawyers them, we get a very, very distinguished record in the legal profession. People that like Honorable Dr. Abdoulaye Conte, when I be the Attorney General, we care this present 1991 Constitution go Parliament and pass them, and also Honorable Charles Magai, we himself na a lawyer with sabi Constitution, good one, then be examine all the section them where President Ernest Koroma say give the right for make a sack Vice President Samsumana, and both of them, Honorable Dr. Abdoulaye Conte and Honorable Charles Magai, they say President Ernest Bai Koroma no get a right there. Therefore, what he do unconstitutional. Regardless of all of that, today, President Ernest Koroma no reverse that decision there. Instead, he go ahead, he appoint Mr. Victor Bokari Fo as in vice president. If not all, but most of we go members say Mr. Victor Fo na ma get bad record na the politics of Sierra Leone. He starts for sure that bad record day where in a be senior civil servant, in a be provincial secretary to be more exact. It be they take people them when not they work for government, boku people them, put them na government in payment voucher. For make at the end of the month, the money where we taxpayer then they give for pay government workman them. Instead of it go to them people and they where Mr. Victor Fo say be the work for government, it they go na Mr. Victor Fo in your pocket. It thief boku money pan that. APC been taken care and go court. The court go look inside the case and then been convicted of that serious crime day. President Ernest Bai Koroma also know very well, say where the AFIC, when I be a group of Sojaman them and RUF rebel them, been can seize political power by unlawful means in 1997, Mr. Victor Fo been joined them and work for them. The people of Sierra Leone again been carry Mr. Victor Fo go court and then been proved say he commit treason when a serious crime against Sierra Leone and its people and then be convicted for that. President Koroma in appointment of Mr. Victor Fo now an insult to the people of Sierra Leone. Therefore, with respect, I call on civil society groups, make them stand up once again for sustain the democracy where them be done fight for. May they engage President Ernest Bai Koroma for make a reverse in decision and let he reinstate with constitutionally elected Vice President Alhaji Samsumana back in office. I want to use this opportunity for say a big thank you to them professional body them we don't condemn President Ernest Koroma actions. Professional bodies then like the Sierra Leone Bar Association, the Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, the Labour Congress, and all them top politicians in the country. This is the right thing to do. Let civil society themselves pick up and begin for show President Anesco Ouma in an orderly and civilized manner like how they've been do during NPRC term. Say this time, you know, go broke law and get away with that. Until next week, where I will bring to another edition of Kapu Sense, no Kapu World. This na Alpha Saidou Bangura, they say tata.